NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This crowd a few minutes ago stirred into action at the side of their men in blue emerging from the MetLife tunnels. We're set to go as the Giants get ready to match up with the Tennessee Titans. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The first carry for the expatriate. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now they'll run with Lewis across the 30 to the 31-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Here's Mariota, and he's got him in, Corey Davis. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now a play fake here on first down. Flush to his right. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. Give him 30 yards there.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. This is Lewis. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
What a nice physical tackle by the safety there. And this guy's playing strong safety, which is really a hybrid position. You got to be able to cover back deep, but also you're almost like a linebacker up near the line of scrimmage. They count on him to make big hits in the game.
Second down, Mariota. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago. And they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs because he can really impact this offense. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Working out of the gun. forced out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Dalvin Tomlinson able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that'll bring up 4th down. And Suckup will put this one right through. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So a nice drive on the road. You come in, you take the ball down, you get 3 points.
Yeah, points are a must on an opening drive, right? So they moved it down efficiently, got it done. I think that bodes well for their chances moving forward in this one.
And, oh, that is going to be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Taken in at the 11. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
They go play action here on first down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Mariota. And incomplete on the deep ball. Tajay Sharp, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, he's got a couple more downs to play with.
On 2nd down, Mariota again. And he comes back with one complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. To throw Mariota. Eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
They run. This is Lewis. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when, When a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
The great move couldn't free him. Taken down at the 10. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So after the penalty, here's 2nd and 3. Now Lewis. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Dion Lewis with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Blue 80. Check 50. Check 50. Blue 8 set.
On 3rd and long, it's Manning. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Derek Morgan. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. On the read option, it's Mariota. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Tight end right. Keep it rolling.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's going to have to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
4 down.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey. 4 down.
Now a handoff looking right, and he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That was a terrific job by the defense stopping them on 3rd and short, but sometimes you get some visual cues from the offense because when they're going in short yard situations, you might see the offensive line come in tighter together, a little more shoulder to shoulder, trying to wedge a hole in the middle. They didn't get it done on that play.
On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Back deep, it's Odell Beckham. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Giants. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On 1st down, Manning trying to lay one up deep. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Following the interception here, Mariota. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Dalvin Tomlinson in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. From the gun, Mariota. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. He is a difference maker at the linebacker position. He had a pick 6 last year, remember it. But it's different for those guys, isn't it, than a corner or a safety?
It certainly is, because sometimes they're pattern reading, seeing what the receivers are doing. Sometimes they're spot dropping, just getting to a place on the field and finding the quarterback and going to the ball. But remember this, these linebackers, at one time in their life, a lot of them were running backs. And they love having the ball back in their hands and making big moves towards the end zone.
Adoree Jackson on the return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field.
Keep it rolling.
They'll start things on 1st down with Dion Lewis. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Watch twist.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
Mariota now on second down. Going underneath for Lewis. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. Play action now. Mariota on the move to his left. They're going deep here for Taylor. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open, otherwise just don't do it.
Now Saquon Barkley, and he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And you remember pre-draft, there's a lot of speculation that the Giants should look for their future quarterback at number 2 with a great possibility. Remember, Sam Darnold from USC was still on the board, but they passed on him to take this runner, Saquon Barkley. And this is exactly why. They think he can extend the life of Eli Manning's career and give them 1,000-yard seasons year after year.
They haven't had a 1,000-yard season since 2012. Ahmad Bradshaw did it then.
Take it, take it.
It's Barkley on the counter. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Good. Blue 80.
Right there. 54, right there.
Throwing on first down is Manning. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain of 39 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Yo, set. Blue 88.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54.
A first down carry for Barkley. And able to work his way down to the 16. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Good. Blue 88.
Hey, watch 85. Watch 85.
Manning to throw on second down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing.
Let's go.
It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
They're watching the film, and it's working. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. Dion Lewis. Lewis, the 40, the 20, 10, touchdown Titans. Dion Lewis with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Titans get the quick strike touchdown. Always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. But they find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Yeah, can he put it aside? Let's find out.
Blue 88. The blue 80. Zebra.
Stop your whining.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jarrell Casey in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going.
Blue 88.
Now a play fake. Manning. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. 23 yards on the play.
Well, that's the kickstarter right there. Eli Manning finding his guy, Odell Beckham Jr.
Yeah, it's a deadly combination, isn't it?
It really is, but what really makes it work is just how unflappable Eli is with his demeanor, able to maintain his calm and his poise. Because we know, OBJ, he can run pretty hot and get excited out there.
Sometimes just one-handed grabs for him.
It doesn't matter what it is. Just throw it up there. He'll go get it.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13.
Right. It's all right.
Hey, go 56. 27's to Sam. 27's to Sam.
We got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down.
Hey, go 56. 27's to Sam. 27's to Sam.
From the gun, it's Manning. He's going to look deep down the field. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. Tavecchio now to kick this one away. Jackson now to return. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 24. They start the drive on the ground with Lewis. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
3 down. 3 down.
So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We're back to East Rutherford. But first, this timeout.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. One.
They go play action. Mariota, he'll buy some time right. 47-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
A first down throw for Mariota. Being chased out left. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him. So I think he's going to have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
They'll try to throw now. Mariota. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mariota now to throw on 1st down. Uncorks one for Davis. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Keep it rolling.
Throwing again. Mariota on 2nd and 10. He will find Davis on the left side complete. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Keep it rolling. Keep it rolling.
From the red zone now, Mariota. And he fires one incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Mariota. And that is incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
One.
On 3rd down, Mariota. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Alec Ogletree with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. And Suckup will put this one right through. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Well, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Hey, go 56. 27's to Sam. 27's to Sam. Wait.
On 2nd down, here's Manning. Escaping the pressure right. And that's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Set. Blue 80.
To throw, it's Manning. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
12 yards on the return that time, and it'll be Titan football. Out come the Titans now. They'll have it first on offense to start the 3rd. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Hey, you got three. Three down.
Play fake. Mariota sliding out of the pocket. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long.
One.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Steps away, under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. That's exactly what happened on that play.
And New York set to take the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Zebra.
Manning now on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
You know they wanted, you know they expected. They needed him to be sharp coming out after the half. Unfortunately, he's missed his first 3 throws. I wonder if he got out late and missed his warm-up time.
The whole team did come out a little bit later than usual. I don't know, maybe there's something to that.
Must have been a heck of a halftime speech.
Yeah, maybe just trying to rally the troops back from this deficit. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Manning. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Brian Orakpo in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Third and long for the Giants, and Eli following the sack.
Here we go.
Set. Blue 80.
Lights 59.
Zebra. Set.
Manning. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Jarrell Casey in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. With it is Jackson. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field.
This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Second down, Mariota uncorks one for Davis. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Throwing is Mariota. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. Mariota now just 7 of 16 passing thus far, but he's got a 1st and 10. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another 1st down. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. He's going to go up top for the end zone. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. The Titans on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Caught right side, Davis. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Mariota now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Keep it rolling. One.
From the gun, Mariota. And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on first and goal. To throw is Mariota. Got a man right side. It's Sharp. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Now Mariota. And Davis has it over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll bring up a second and goal.
Keep it rolling.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to third and goal.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal will be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? That is caught inside the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a fourth and goal. Fourth down, Mariota. And that is going to be incomplete. They're turned away on fourth and goal. And this Giants defense able to come up with a goal line stand. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field.
Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Yeah, he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Set. Go blue 80.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. The big man, Jarrell Casey, in on the stop.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Zebra. Set. Go blue 80.
Now Manning throwing on second down. He's going to air one out. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
And he will have the first down here as he's up to the 15. They only get 2 there, but on third and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10.
You got 3 down. Zebra. Now set.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Tackle made that time by Jay Bromley.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Zebra, zebra. Set. Blue 80. Zebra, zebra, zebra.
Sponge, sponge, sponge. No, no, no.
Blue 80, set.
Manning to throw on second down. Open man right side is Ingram. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
The Giants on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5.
Blue 80. Blue 80, set.
Manning now to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 34. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Mariota on first down. Throw right side caught by Davis. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Mariota to throw it. He will find Davis on the left side complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That'll be a gain of 15 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Mariota now on 2nd down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Short throw pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Hey, gun. Regular.
So after the INT, it's Manning. Trying to lob it in there, but it's incomplete. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
Jackson now to return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Again, it's Lewis. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Titans on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now Mariota. And Davis with it left side. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. That'll get them to first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo!
Let's go.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. No, the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
To throw, Mariota. Uncorks one for Davis. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
On 3rd down, Mariota. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Alec Ogletree in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. And the Giants ready to come out now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
27's the Sam.
On play action. Now Manning. Looking for Shepard deep. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Zebra.
Working from the gun, Manning. And he'll get that to the rookie, Saquon Barkley. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing on 1st down is Manning. Going up top. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Here's a give to Barkley. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game.
Everyone's got four.
That's it. Blue 80.
Win the rep. Let's go right here.
Hey, watch that. Check right 54. Right.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. The Giants on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Four down. Check.
Set. Blue 88.
Right 59. Touchdown.
Hey, go 56. 27's a Sam. 27's a Sam.
Back to throw. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. The kick by Tavecchio is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. And they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now a desperate, and that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play that time for the Titans. 42 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Alec Ogletree in on the stop.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
They'll look to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he slides to avoid the hit. That's a 1st down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Throw taken in by Taylor left side. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. Got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead.
One.
He's back to throw. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Mariota yelling out the play call as he hustles everyone to get set. And he'll stop the clock with 5 seconds to go there on the spike. On On now is Ryan Suckup for the field goal try. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. On now is Ryan Suckup for the field goal try. 2 for 2 on the afternoon, and a third would win